All right, we're doing another magic video. I got a bunch of booster packs. It's gonna be freaking dope. Yeah. We got 2 Theros. Let's see, 2 War of the Spark, and a bunch of random other ones. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna open the random ones first. These ones are kind of like, the guy told me, like, these have a lot more planeswalkers, and these are the newer ones. So we're gonna open these second. Then we're gonna open these guys first. It's gonna be dope. So we have Throne of Eldaron, Ravnica Allegiance, Core Set 2020, Guilds of Ravnica, 2 War of the Spark, 2 Theros Beyond Death. They all look pretty dope. So I just went up to get the door, but when I opened it, all I found was this thing. So I went back down to go get the phone so I could show you. What the frick? So yeah, just has a freaking lot of cards. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Well, unexpected. It was just, I assumed there was already magic in it because of what it said, but like, I didn't actually expect this many cards. There's no like notes or anything. There's nothing on the box that had any names. It's a little worn down, I guess. But wow, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so I guess we're maybe doing a little bit more. Well, I only took it in mainly because who would leave something on the doorstep and then it's like, oh, sorry, I stole it, because, you know, it's like, okay, so they're all separated by dividers. I'm betting, look at this. Oh, they're kind of random. Except, not completely random. So, okay, there is death, well, no, there's all colors. There's all the colors, but, I mean, the colors match up with, see, like, so this one has red and water and fire. This one is water and fire. And then, I mean, so they're not completely random. Because this one, see this, some of these cards have actually 3 colors. Like this one has skull, tree, and water. So they're not completely random, so I'm betting they're all kind of like decks. Because they all look basically the size of a deck. That's what I'm thinking. See, like this one, plains, get 3 colors again, all matching what the other things. There's some artifacts, but like all the colors match. Yep, there's manas. So this is, where did this one go? So it's all kind of, they're just decks. So someone just came to my house, dropped off a giant box of decks. Okay, so well, this is a work. This is work in progress. I'm gonna do what I originally set out to do, and that is open these guys. Let's open these guys first. We'll start with the one I feel like is kind of the lamest. Core Set 2020. Dang, that's gonna take a while to look through. But okay. First one, Core Set 2020. We're just gonna look at the dopest cards. Okay, rare card. I'm just only gonna show you the rare cards in these decks. Okay, choose one. You either create 2 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature tokens, or you choose card artifact you control. Each other artifact you control becomes a copy of the artifact until the end of turn. So I feel like the first one's a lot more useful, honestly, but that's kind of cool. So there's a rare card. Okay, Guilds of Ravnica is next. Mission briefing. Let's look at this one. This one has Surveil 2, then choose an instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. To Surveil 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put the number of cards in your graveyard and the rest of the top of your library in order. Okay, so that's kind of nice, and it's really cheap. It's only 2 manas. Deck 2. Cards I want to show you dudes. First of all, an instant. So this card it's not really special, but it's a foil, like it's shiny, so I just wanted to say that. Deals 2 damage to our creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. The rare card, which have all been blue so far, is Adapt 1, it only costs 1 mana. If this creature has no counters on it, you put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Benefic Biomancer, draw a card, then discard a card. So it's kind of nice. I mean, you only can do it once, but if you put more 1 counters on it, so I mean, if you have proliferate on any cards, then that would be a kind of cool thing. Rare card is Return of the Wild Speaker. Yeah, choose 1. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control, and then, or non-human creatures you control get 3/3 until end of turn. Okay, so now we're gonna like alternate. And I'm kind of going through these fast, I know, because look at this, like that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna do one of the Theros. Ooh, look at that forest. Nice. Okay. Actually, a land. So, Temple of Enlightenment enters the battlefield tapped. Enters the battlefield, you get a scry 1. Honestly, those lands are kind of like, Now we're doing a War of the Spark. Things I want to show you in this one because it's a little different, right? And that is, we have legendary planeswalker Davriel. And so at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hands, Davriel Rogue Shadow deals 2 damage to them. Ooh, and his ability makes them discard a card, so he can make them discard a card 3 times. That's actually kind of nice because it kind of like forces them not to play cards if they have 2 cards. They're like, ooh crap, if I play a card, I'm gonna lose 2 lives. So that's kind of cool. Legendary, another land. Blast Zone enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. Add just a mana, not any color. Tap 2 colors of any mana, put X charge counters, just put any on Blast Zone. Okay. I think you can only do 2 though. So sacrifice Blast Zone, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Blast Zone. So I'm kind of confused because either that means X and X mean you can play 2 amounts of any amount of mana, which would be really OP. I feel like it's only 2. Yeah, I think it's only 2, but that's crazy. So you can deal 3 damage to any amount of creatures, and that will kill them instantly. That's cool. And another Theros. Ruskies in this one. Dope Mountain Land. A Saga. Now these are not really like, you don't see these like a lot, I feel like. But this one, sorry, excuse me. This one is called Espless Nightmare. And this says, for the first turn, you get to destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. So not amazing, but the next one is target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. So sorcery, instant, and then exile target opponent's graveyard. I have to admit, even though it's exiling target opponent's graveyard, it's kind of nice, especially if his deck is really like oriented on taking things back from the graveyard. So that's actually kind of nice. And I actually already have this rare card, but this is Legendary Creature Elemental Giant Thrix, the Sudden Storm. And, crap, I messed up. So he has Flash and Flying, and then also spells you cast, prefer to cast 5 or more, cost 1 less to cast, and can't be countered. So that's really nice, especially like, yeah, like big spells, you don't want them to be countered. Okay, last one before we get to all those freaking cards. Okay, another super like shiny card. I don't know if you can really tell that, but like you see some little rainbows on there. Yeah. Okay, this one has Menace, and it says sacrifice another creature or planeswalker, put 2 1/1 counters on Dread Mountain. That's kind of nice. Because think about it. It's actually kind of nice because I feel like if you just sacrifice a creature or something, and his Menace, so that's really nice. And it's not that expensive. But guys, here we go. Legendary Planeswalker. Oof. And Ajani. I don't know if I can say that. Ajani the Great-Hearted. This is like the line you see in like the game and stuff. Broskies. This is kind of cool. All creatures I have, no matter if it's my turn or not, have vigilance. His +1 is you gain 3 life. That is crazy. +1 is just gain 3 life. -2, he starts at 5 by the way. -2 is put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker you control. I forgot what loyalty counters are. But that's dope. That is so dope. Okay, so boom. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up here. Those are the cool ones. Trash those things. Boom. I really like the Planeswalkers. Some of those rare cards are kind of like, they're not like, you know, the coolest. I feel like they could definitely be cooler. Crap. Okay, real quick, throw away this crap. Real quick, because I guess we just start here. I mean, technically they're all mine, right? Well, we might as well look through them. Just see what they have. Human Pirate, rare, ooh. It's First Strike and Menace. Creates, whenever she attacks, she creates a 2/1 red monkey creature named Ravagan that's tapped and attacking. Exile it at the end of the next turn, but it's a 2/1 and it's a legendary creature. That's dope. Super old. 1993 to 2002. Play a 1/1 green squirrel creature into play. You may play this card again for its flashback cost. Good. Ooh, death. Ooh, there's already 4. Okay. There's 2 of those. That might be nice. Oh my gosh. Werewolf Horde. Oh my. And it's like a transform one. Add, transform, oh, you have to pay mana to transform it? Add, okay, so you add more mana to your pool. But look how freaking dope that guy looks. He's a freaking Eldrazi werewolf. That is so cool. I'm definitely keeping that. Yes, oh my gosh. So I have a spell like this. It's for fire mana. That's dope. Whenever you cast a green spell or a forest enters the battlefield you control, you gain 1 life. I'm definitely keeping that. Ooh, Capra Vindicator, Human Knight. Oh, these cards are cool. So this is a level up card. That's dope. So every time you spend more mana, it gets bigger and stronger. So it starts as a 2/4, but as you level it up, that's so dope actually. So you level it up, he can eventually get to a 4/8, and his ability is other creatures you control get 1/1 counters. And then it gets 2/2 counters, and he's fully leveled up. That's crazy. And there's no point in leveling 5 like over 6, like over 5, sorry, like to 6. That's funny. Okay. Deck number 3. It's -2 until turn. This card is 0/7 with Defender, and when it blocks a creature, that's so. Not as many cards this time, but still some. Dang guys, this might take a lot longer. We haven't even finished with the first row yet. Okay. So I'm gonna add this to mine. Not very many, and again, just as I don't know, like I bet all of the cards I could use eventually, but like if they're already kind of decks, then I might as well just keep them in their respective like, you know, things, and then later maybe add to them or something. Oh wow, there's not very much left in it. Yikes. You can cast spells this turn as though they had flash. That's dope. Add 1 mana. Ooh! Okay, I've seen this guy. He's only a 4/6, but he's a zombie minotaur. I just love him for some reason. He just looks so cool. Scrounger of Souls. Some cards, you know, back in the day, I've already have on this guy. They just look so cool, and I just want them. Exile. Oh, look how old that card is. They're all being tortured, guys. This is bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it just cut out a bit, but I finished the other deck, and the only two cards I found was Troll Hide and Aspect of Hydra. One just allows me to regenerate, and it's enchantment, so it lets me put. Okay. Boom, that's dope. And then target creature gets excess until end of turn, where X is your devotion to green. Imagine that. Like, imagine like your last turn almost, and then you have like 20 green mana. It's like, oh, let me just put real quick 20 counter on my trample dude over here. Boom. That's better. With reach, ooh, I already have some. Actually, I'm good. cast this card for the next time without paying its mana. What? There's 2 of those? Okay, so basically, you can make put a 2/2 blue Djinn on the battlefield flying. And if you cast it as a sorcery, if you cast it from your hand, I don't know how else you would cast it. Exile, and then you can pay it again without paying its mana cost. That's cool. This guy can only be blocked by creatures that share the same color as him or artifact creatures. And if I do damage to a player, I get to draw a card and yeah. Oop, there's another one of those. Oop, there's another one of those. Oop, there's another one of those. Okay. Oh. Guys. That might look like a lot of cards right there, but just think about how many cards are actually in here. That's dope. You paid 2 mana to gain 3 life. That's not OP at all. 4 greater. Okay, this guy might. There's 4 of them. Oh my gosh. This guy might not be super powerful, but just look at him. He looks freaking sick. Just knife for hands. That's dope. I'm just keeping that just because it looks cool. Oh, dang. Rare card, but it costs 3 mana. When it attacks creatures you control, gain first strike and... Whoa. Okay, that's crazy. It's not even that crazy. I'm just overreacting. But so when he attacks creatures I control, gain first strike and dead touch until end turn. The crazy thing about that is because since they have first strike, they attack first, right? So they actually just kill the opponent without killing themselves. That is crazy. That is actually a little key if you don't know. Ooh, rare. Tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. So if you place this on your first turn, you get it. 3 mana, return them from your graveyard to your hand. You can do that, so basically you can just live forever. Ooh, Heartbeat. Ooh, those guys are freaking creepy. Oh my gosh, Heartbeats are scary, dude. Gosh, ooh, that guy's dope. Okay. So I have a friend who, he has a bunch of tribute cards. So tribute cards are like, as this creature enters the battlefield, opponent can have you place 2/1/1 counters on it, or they sacrifice the creature if they didn't pay the tribute. And then look at these freaking harpies. This one is freaking eating someone else or something like that. And then look at these guys' faces. They're freaking creepy, dude. Each player loses 1 life, and there's 4 of them. And this one does flying and lifelink. I like that. 3 life. Ooh, 6/6 elemental. I have seen this guy before. Blue or black spells. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Let me go back to this. Woodborn but Behemoth. Stinking dope, okay? These guys, if you control 8 or more lands, it's an 8/8 with trample. Man, that sounded like I was on drugs or something. 8/8 with trample. 8/8 with trample, boys. Boom, column 1 completed. Look how much cards we took. We took that many cards. Like, dang, that's a lot. Okay, all this talking, man. Really takes the moisture out of your mouth. Column 2. Ho-ho! Shiny boy card. I might just take because it's shiny. Oh, your creatures can help you cast a spell. With each creature you tap will cast the pays 1 for the mana. Enter the battlefield. You control no tapped lands. Put 2/1/1 counters on it. Oof. So become a 5/4 if you just use creatures to do it. I'm mostly just gonna take it because it's shiny. Because I like shiny. This guy's old. 6/6. Okay. Slipstream Eel can't attack unless defending player controls an island. Oh no. I must have an island. Oh crap, mana. Man, I just should play this with a bunch of, a bunch of stinking... It's impossible. You have to have 2 blue islands to cast. Or you can discard it. That's, yeah. Ooh, wait, 1 damage to each of your opponents. Try 1. This usually might be nice. Actually, because imagine if they have a bunch of... Oh, okay. So, one game I was playing with a friend, and he had a bunch of 1/1 saplings, and he just put all these enchantments and stuff on them, and wrecked me. But imagine if I could deal 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Saplings, all gone. That card I'm keeping. Ooh, yep. Oh, yes! I have one of these cards, and it's crazy because each instant you spell, like you cast, allows them to like freaking get a 1/1 counter. That's what I meant, which is dope. Oh. Quilled Slagworm. Sorry, I thought it was Behemoth again because big boy. It's 8/8. I just love it because of how it looks. It just looks so flippin' cool. Yikes! It looks like a freaking monster. Which that's what it is. Yep. That was a lot of cards for this one. And hey guys, real quick, let's count how many we have left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22 more to go through. Guys, wow. Oh, rare. Artifact of Golem. Awakened Alchemist's power and toughness are equal to the number of differently named lands you control. I'm honestly just gonna take it because it's rare, but I don't really think it's that amazing. Anyways, okay, think about it. So this elemental, 1 mana cost, either it gets more power or it gets more more defense. So that could be so useful. If you're like, okay, this creature does 4 damage, well, I can just pay 1 mana and give him 4 health. I mean, 5 health so he doesn't die. And then, oh, that's actually really nice. I think we can do that. Ooh. We have Elephant. What the? Flash, Flying, and Defender. That's so cool. It's an elemental, it's flash, it's flying, it has defender, and it only costs 3 mana. But defenders can still kill people. It's just kind of cool. You can play him as a flash. He gets to deplete any damage taken, and then the enchanted creature always gets 0+3, which is dope. So there was only one of these cards, and then one of this card. They're bestow ones that add enchantments on things. But the cool thing is, okay, so those 3 are the same as the bottom one I'm going to show you, but these 3 all give something different and 1/1 counters. Imagine all of these on the same target. You give them Vigilance, Double Strike, and Lifelink, and 4 1/1 counters. So that is crazy. Singard Vampire? Singard Vampire? Dang, my brother's gonna hate me now. Ooh, I need those. Ooh, I have those. Ooh, I have that. Ooh, I have that. Oh my gosh, I have that. Okay, there's one card I want to look at real quick, but I'm so, wow, I'm like totally just, okay, now that we've got back. Goblin Rogue has Menace, and it's rare. Let's check this boy out real quick. When it's turned face up, if it's your turn, gain control of the, oh. I mean, it's rare, but it's not that amazing. Anyways, draw 2 cards. Oop, I want those 2. I have that already. That guy's 10 mana. You can do delve with it. So like, let's just imagine you have, it's later in the game. It's mid game, late game, whatever. You have a bunch of cards in your graveyard. Delve. You know, so delve, this is just remind you, each card in your graveyard, you can exile it. It pays for 1 mana. Target player sacrifices 2 creature and it has delve. That's crazy. Read the Bones. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. That's actually nice. Already saw that. Oop, I know I want that. Ooh, I know I want that. Dreamward activate. Ooh, I like that. This guy has flash and vigilance. Putting him in there. These hoplites are crazy. You cast a spell on it, it gets a 1/1 permanently, and then you get a scry 1. This is so annoying, to put cards on top of your library. Cost 8 mana, don't think I'm gonna do it. Don't really know how this works. I don't wanna, like, as you can see in other games where me and Weston go off at it, I don't really know my stuff. So if I say something like, oh, I can do this again, but like, I'm good with those actually. I feel like they'd just be too useless. 7 more cards in your graveyard. I'm good. I'm good. Happy blocked. Rare. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to take bottom, bro. 2 more basic lands. I'm just mad. You know, it's freaking. Okay, we have 3 more decks for this row. Whew. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is another level up dude. And he's only a 1/2 at the beginning, but he can become a 3/10. A 3/10 with vigilance. Ooh, a Johnny's. Ooh, a Johnny. We have a Johnny. We have a Johnny. We have a Johnny. Let's read this. So this guy, whenever he blocks, he gets +3. And whenever he attacks, he gets +3. Like the opposite, like +3 defense for blocking, +3 attack when defending. That's so cool. And turn, 1 second. Legendary, just kidding, it's rare. Shadow creature gets 1/1 for each 1/1 counter on other creatures you control. Bolster 1. To bolster 1, choose a creature with the least toughness among creatures you control. Oh, so you can actually put 1/1 counters on people. That's kind of cool. You can pay 4 mana, and you can place basically as many soldiers as you want. But it's 4 mana. Manifest. Ooh, whoa, wait, whoa. This is rare. Whoa, what the frick? What does this mean? So, okay, I don't even really want that card because 2 1/1 counters on it. Okay, I'm not gonna necessarily keep this card, but I mean, it's kind of dope. But this is a P, or they just misspelled it. So instead of being like, so down here in the corner, there's like a P, or sorry, this should be rarity. So there's like a C, a U, or an R, or even an M. Whoa. But this one has a P. What? But it says to manifest the top of the card of your library, you put 2 1/1 counters on it. And then you can turn it any face time for its mana cost if it's a creature card. I think if you manifest it and then you put 2 1/1 counters on it, if you turn it face up, you keep the 2 1/1 counters on it. Unless it's like a really weak creature, but let's just say it was like a 4/4, you could make a 6/6 maybe, but I'm just gonna keep it because I have no flipping idea what it means. Okay, so this has like a kind of dumb thing, but actually it could be nice. I already have one because I'm gonna put it in there. So you get a return a target enchantment you control to its owner's hand. You might be like, oh, that's kind of stupid, but if you actually think about it, let's just say you have a stronger creature now, and you're like, oh, actually, you know what? I want to put an enchantment on that creature instead. Then just think about it, like, well, I can place this guy, and he gets an enchantment back to my hand. Lying in trample spell, its power is equal to the number of instant sorcery cards in your graveyard, and it has synergy with my other cards. Dude, what is this? There's too many freaking good cards in here. Okay, column 2 completed. This is the freaking longest time. Except, we did limit it down because I just realized I might need to go get some more manas. I know you might be thinking like, oh, just take them from there. But I kind of want to leave them in there and just buy a bunch more because they're actually super cheap. You can just go to any place and buy a bunch. And that way it can just be more organized and I don't know, yeah, it's just better. I don't know, I just like that. Except, dope mana. I'm definitely taking that. This one's really more cards. Ooh, level up. I'm already taking it just because it's leveled up, but also, yeah, it's kind of dope. So it gets flying and vigilance at the highest level. And it's a 4/4 at the end. A lot of Hydra. Get 3. Ooh, it's rare. Ooh, rare Hydra. Hey, put a 1/1. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Boom, I want that boy. And I already have this card. This card's like, what? Nah, these are cards I don't like. You use the card like this one, so you deal 1 damage to every creature, and then they can't block this turn, and that's how we won the game. So I'm gonna just do that. Boom, okay. Creatures gain lifelink until return. 3/0, 1/1 until end of turn. Ooh, Minotaur. Oh, this is a fat one. 3/3 until end of turn. Wow, that. Okay, sometimes. Yeah, I already have some of these cards. Okay, we'll show you some 2 cards. Boom. Okay, first we'll show you a freaking dope card that shouldn't even be there. I think they messed up, but first, cool fire mana. Almost finished. Okay, this sorcery says Skyscraper deals damage to each creature with flying equal to your devotion to green. Okay, never mind. I can see why it's not dope. I'm keeping it though. To each creature with flying. So if your opponent has like 5 creatures with flying, you have like 1, and you play this. Let's just say they're all like 2/2s or something. You have devotion to green of 5 or something. You do 5 damage to each of those creatures. And it only costs 2 mana. Like what? It's crazy. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks left. 7 decks left. Dang, it's taking forever. That's a cool sword. Ooh. Rare card, okay. As long as Winter Orb is untapped, players can't tap more than 1 land during their untap says. They can't untap more than 1 land during their untap steps. Okay, so we just finished that deck. Ran out of storage because this is taking forever. But okay, so you saw we got some more of these guys. We got this Passivism, Angel Boy, Spell, Enchantment, some creatures. More creature monks guys with crazy stuff. A human soldier, because I remember I have him. Another enchantment that's crazy. You can't untap land until, you can't untap land. Another Soul of the Harvest. This guy's trample, and whenever another non-token creature is battlefield, you may draw a card. But this is what I came for. A foil rare card. And when Regal Force enters the battlefield, you draw a card for each green creature you control. That's crazy. Well, and we finally done. I saw some of those dragons. Just short-term enchantment. Honestly, I'm trying to go elementals. Okay, so let's see. This red is rare. Sacrifice, Crater Immortal. Does 4 damage to target creature. So then you can pay 2, has base power 8 until end of turn. Activates only if you base power. Which one's power? Only if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater. So I think he can get a power of 8. That's kind of cool. Honestly, just got him because he's rare. Okay, only 5 more left to go, boys and girls. Ooh, attack creature. I like the imagery of this one. Like he's in his freaking thing, he's screaming his head out. I like that. It's 1/1 and has flying. Discard a card. I have one of those. Oh yes. More frog cards, except this frog is kind of more majestic than the other frogs I had in that video. If you go to It's Me West, we have another magic battle thing, and I use some frogs on them, but I still lose. What are you talking about? No, I don't. I totally win. Crap. Okay. I don't know. Not that. Oh yes. Oh yes. My brother would love those, except maybe I'll just use them against him and win. Oh. Boneyard's Worm is power and toughness are equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. 1, not only does he look dope, but he also has a freaking dope ability. Ooh. I like this card just because I used to have it. So Giant Mantis. Alright, that was kind of like random. It's like a rare card. Insect Warrior. I just like the look of this guy. He just looks really cool. So I just keep him. Boom. I took a lot of cards from that one. Dang. Okay. So, you might be wondering, well, we're not going to see this guy use any of these cards. Well, yes, you are. I have to make some decks, boys. That's what it is. I have one of these guys, and he's freaking dope. All creatures you have gain trampled, and it's an 8/8, and he's rare. I'm taking that big boy. Oh, look at this freaking dude. Okay, see him? He's like a freaking whip. He's scary. I like him. Let's get him. Three more. Okay, yes, absolutely. And a target spell. Here, let me just give you my eyeball real quick, you know. Except actually, maybe. Actually, I kind of want that. It's basically you spend 1 mana to scry 1. Ooh, there's 2 of them too. That's so nice. Okay, so either your creatures get 2/0 or 0/2 until end of turn. That's dope. I'm taking those eyeball ones just because. You know what? Who doesn't like eyeballs? Underworld Charger can't block. Exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your graveyard. Escape with 2/1/1 counters. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take it. They can't block, but they're 3/3s. Rare card, Bird Spear. I already have this card, but return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It costs 7 mana, but it's flying and it's a 5/5. That might cost a lot of mana, but think about it. To the battlefield. You're not just putting it to the hand. You're putting it to your battlefield. Okay, everybody. Whew. Last little slurp. And last little deck. Before we finish this epic, look at this. Okay, one second, we're not done yet. Can't look at this. Okay. Okay, if you would like to look, so all we did was take basically that much cards. Oh, you can't really see it. That much cards from each deck. So not even that much. Just about like maybe 2 decks, 2 like 60 card decks from each column. Dang, there's so many cards. I can't believe someone just like dropped this off. This is all the cards I wanted. Look at that, freaking massive. None of this is manas. This is all just cards that I want really bad. Add this thing. This thing has lots of good cards. I'm just saying the cards I wanted. Okay. Man, I'm so generous. I gave him that much to my bro. Just kidding. I might give him some more of those. I saw some more of his cards. Or I might use them against him. Okay. But not only did we do that, we're going to add these cards together. We probably got about 10 rares. That's crazy. Okay. Boom, 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 and boom. So not only did we get all those cards, we also got all these cards. So boom and boom. It's like, what, 8 inches tall or something, bro? That's insane. Okay, before you call me a nerd, though. Oh, crap. I can't get in the freaking camera. You're right. But we all have that. We all need that. I wasn't looking at you, but now I am. Look me in the eyes. Yes, I see you. We all need this sometimes. Nerd out, geek out, whatever we might need. It's true. Hey, look, hi, I'm looking at myself right now, but that's gross. No, I'm meaning to talk to you heart to heart. Nah, no, you know what? Just say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do you think I care? Yes. No, I don't care at all. Anyways. Whew. Probably around 2 hours of just looking looking through cards and at cards. I'm freaking dehydrated as flippers right now, guys. I could drink 5 of these. I don't know why I'm still talking. My throat hurts so bad. But we outie. Bye-bye. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.